You know what the funny thing about practicing something is? It's the fact that we are practicing patterns that we repeat often. So when we practice something, unless we are really, really mindful and aware, we're just going to keep practicing the same way as we've always been practicing. And those patterns are going to dictate the outcome that we get. So that means that if you've been maybe a little bit stiff in the saddle, maybe a little bit unbalanced in the saddle, if you've been struggling with maybe thoughts or self-doubt, things like that that are negatively impacting your riding, or if you're guilty of being a wee bit overly critical of absolutely everything in the saddle, well, that's what's going to become automatic. And that's what you're going to end up practicing. You see, most riders don't even see the pattern. They don't know this because that is all that they know until something disrupts it. Hey there, it's Lorna here and welcome to Sunday Strides, a quick little chat on a Sunday morning to help set you up for the week ahead in your riding and working with your horse. Now, I was chatting to a rider earlier today, somebody I know very well, and she was all full of the joys of life. She'd just gotten off a lesson with another riding instructor in an arena together, and she was just feeling so good. She'd been struggling quite a bit with her confidence, and this kind of tension, excessive tension, and anxiety were something that she was really trying to work through, hence her having the lesson in person with the instructor. And what she was saying was that she was they noticed there's this whole thing about her left side. Now, this is not anything new, okay? She's known this for a long time. She's known there's kind of this, can we say, a stiffness, okay? She's a little bit locked to the one side. And she was noticing this and they were kind of trying to maybe work with it. And then her instructor had her do something totally different, like totally unexpected. Her instructor had her ride with one hand. So she had to drop the one rein and just ride with the one hand. And you know what? It was enough of a shift. It was enough of a difference that it actually gave her brain a new job. And in that new job, the pattern that she'd been holding on to for so long, it didn't have a place. And so it wasn't there. The pattern changed. And in that, she could see how by practicing and practicing and practicing, and even though she was practicing trying to be supple, okay, really by just being stiff and rigid, she was just practicing being stiff and rigid, wasn't she? Until something different happened. All through this past week on the Daily Strides podcast, I've been talking about shifting your perspective, changing your perspective, trying something different, coming at it from a different way, a different point, a different angle, a different approach, and in doing so, getting a different result, allowing that shift to make something change, to put into action a change that will help you to overcome whatever it is that you've been challenged by. And we're going to continue on with this throughout next week. In fact, I have a brand new challenge for you on Tuesday, in Tuesday's episode of the Daily Strides podcast. We are going to be doing a whole new challenge together. Not a fitness challenge, nothing like that at all. This is a riding challenge. I'm so excited about it. But yeah, we're going to be doing that and hopefully it'll help you to shift a few things and change a few things. But back to this week, what I would love you to think about before you ride this week is what pattern might you unconsciously be reinforcing each time you're in the saddle or each time you're with your horse, okay? And I want you then to choose one little shift, okay? One change of perspective, one action that you can change, that you can do that day with your horse to try and intentionally interrupt it. Now, you could maybe switch rein more often than usual. You could ride with one hand, like the rider that I've just been chatting about. Sorry, folks, if you hear anything behind me, there's a rabbit here. We have a baby rabbit. Her name is Blue, and she's jumping around here like a crazy thing. So anyway, Blue's, whoop, there she goes again. Blue's becoming part of the episode, so please ignore Blue, okay? But yeah, you could maybe ride with one hand. You could even go all out and actually just remove the reins altogether. Now, obviously, if it's safe to do so, yeah? Apply your common sense here. But yeah, so if it's safe to do so, let go of the reins. Maybe you could do that when you're just getting on or when you're cooling down and see how that goes for you. You could ride without stirrups. If this isn't something you do all the time, try it. Try it on for size. See what happens, okay? You could allow your horse to choose the speed, the gait, the direction, and kind of be okay with it for a little while. Obviously, I would suggest initially in an enclosed space, again, when it's safe to do so and all that fun stuff, okay? All of these different things are ways that you can change intentionally, and by doing so, begin to see patterns that potentially are keeping you stuck, holding you back, keeping you on the plateau, whatever it is for you and your horse in your riding and your training. Your patterns are the way you are doing things all of the time. And if you don't regularly interrupt those, they are going to be the things that maybe initially got you to where you are now, but they're also going to be the things that are going to keep you there and you won't go forward past them. So break them, shift them, change the perspective. Do whatever it is you can do today to change that for you and your horse. Okay, I am going to leave it at that for this week. Just before I go, I'm going to invite you that if you're looking for something very, very casual to listen to, I have a whole new podcast with my sister called Equine and Wine. We chat horses while we sip wine. Something we do all the time. We thought, you know what, let's record ourselves doing this. We'll bring other people in on the conversation. So if that sounds like something that you would like to listen to while you're mucking out, while you're grooming, while you're on your way to the barn, while you're leaving the barn, while you're warming up, while you're cooling down, whatever it is you're doing, okay? Cleaning the house, out for the walk, go and search for Equine and Wine wherever you get your podcasts. You'll find it there. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. Have a super day. Keep well. And I'll chat to you soon. Be good. Bye.